Hey guys, happy stretch break. It is time for our 15-minute afternoon stretch, so we're going to get started. Join me in a comfortable seat. You can cross your legs, or I like to kind of flatten them out and stack them one in front of the other. We'll begin with our hands on our knees, and we're just going to drop right shoulder or right ear to right shoulder. Maybe close your eyes. Let the rest of the day go. Just be here for this moment. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then the chin to the chest. Lift it back up. We'll take our left arm up and over to the side. Side body stretch. And the other way. Come back to center. Take your left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind you. Twisting the spine. Switching over to the other side. Right hand on the left knee. Twisting around to the left. Come back to center, placing the hands on the knees once more, rounding the spine on an exhale, and then inhaling to push the chest open, look up. Continue that with your own breath, exhaling to round, inhaling to open up. And then come back to a neutral spine, start to walk the fingertips forward and forward. Slowly right back up, take the other foot in front. And once again, walk the fingertips forward and forward. Breathing deep into that hip. Come on up and stack one leg on top of the other. So set your one leg out so that it's a straight line. Then take our top foot, put the heel on the knee, and there might be a good bit of space. That's okay. We're just going to stack those knees and just try to relax and let gravity sink that knee down. You can give it a little bit of gentle pressure, but you're never cranking it or forcing it down. Just sitting up tall, allowing the legs to naturally fall. I'm going to make sure that this top foot is flexed as well. Then I'm going to have you guys sit up nice and tall and take your hands, reach them back behind you, and grab for opposite elbows. It's going to pull those shoulders down and back so we sit up nice and tall, and then start to fold forward, leading with the chest here rather than rounding the spine. Keep those shoulders pulled down and back as you just increase that stretch by leaning forward, finding your discomfort but not pain. Breathe into it. Slowly come back up. Extend both legs long. We will get to the other side, don't worry, but we're going to start with a forward fold, reaching for the toes. Again, trying to have a flat back rather than rounding the spine. And come on up. We'll switch legs now, taking our left leg down on the ground and our right heel on top of our left knee. Whatever space you have, it's okay, no worries. We'll just let gravity do its work, sitting up nice and tall, flexing this foot, and just letting that knee drop down gently. While you're sitting up tall, let's go ahead once more, reach for opposite elbows, maybe putting the other arm on top this time. Sitting up tall, pulling the shoulders down and back. We'll start to fold forward, leading with the chest. It's okay if you don't go super far. You never want to stretch to pain. Just that mild discomfort, that hurts so good feeling. And then we'll release. Let's take that right leg and turn it outwards this time so that we have this 90-degree, it's not really 90-degree angle, but my heel is behind my knee. We're going to take our left hand back behind our hip and just press our hips up and forward, shooting that right arm back, looking back with the head for a back bend. We'll slowly bring the hips back down and sit down. Take the feet over to the other side. And then we'll take our right hand back behind our hips, left arm up as we push our hips forward, reaching back with the arm and the head. Slowly bring it down. Together for a butterfly stretch. Placing the hands on the feet. Use elbows to guide the knees down, and we'll come forward with a flat back. And you can either keep your butterfly if you're comfortable sitting there. If you're not comfortable, you can always slide your legs out a little bit, or sit however is comfortable for you while we stretch out our upper body. We're going to do eagle arms, so take both arms out. We'll cross our right arm underneath our left, high up on those arms so that you have room when you bend to try to interlace them together. Breathe, breathe, sit up nice and tall. Push those arms out away from you. Maybe up a little bit. You'll feel that stretch in the upper back. Again, if butterfly is not comfortable for you, you can sit however you please. Slowly release. Arms out, we'll cross the other one. Pushing the arms away, forward and up. And then release. We're going to cross our feet so that we can come through onto hands and knees. Stacking our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. We'll do a couple cat-cows. Inhaling to drop the belly, exhaling to round the spine. And then we'll tuck our toes and come into a downward dog, pedaling the feet out nice and slowly, mindfully. And then just dropping your left heel down to the ground for a single leg calf stretch. Switching to the other side. Dropping the knees down, walking the hands forward for puppy pose, keeping the hips over top of the knees as you drop your chest down to the ground. We'll come through onto our belly, bringing the left foot to the glutes for a quad stretch. And switch. And then we'll take our hands right next to our rib cage, keeping our feet on the ground, the tops of our feet on the ground. We'll lift up onto the hands. If this is too much for you, you can do this right on your forearms rather than your palms, making sure that we're pushing away from the ground, keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Feel that nice stretch in the low back. Maybe look over your right shoulder and your left. And we'll set our hips back, taking our knees nice and wide. Wide as the mat if you're on a mat. And come into child's pose, letting the forehead rest on the ground. Come back up, nice and slow, back to our kneeling position. Sorry for that extra. Take your left hand in between your hands, your right hand up and open for a twist. Slowly bring it down and switch. Come back down. We'll take our hand to our head now, dropping the elbow down and opening it back up. This is an active stretch. We're going to do about 5 on each side. Once you've done your 5, bring it to the other side. And then we will swing it back through to our seated position. Taking one foot in and one foot out. We'll turn our chest to meet those toes and reach forward for a single leg hamstring stretch. And then come back up and we'll reach up and over for a side body stretch. Coming up, switching to the other side. First, turning the chest to face the knee and folding forward. And then turning the chest to the side, keeping it facing that way for your side body stretch. Come on up. Come back to the position we started in. Close your eyes. And we'll take one final deep breath together. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.